going through the slides, when we are talking about a data-driven HR, what generally I've seen the perception is there that everybody says that it's the proverbial magic trick when people say that there is people analytics, HR analytics, and then they kind of magically expect things to work out. But it certainly has its own naiveties to it. Back in the day when people used to say magic, it used to be science. So the same thing applies with data analytics as well. We need to understand the core methodology of how it works out. And usually with HR, it is almost in front of you when you're looking at things. So it is a conscious study of the usage of the data that the organization is generating unconsciously in a day-to-day functions, which in the scope of HR is referred to as people data or HR data. Now, while I say this, I also then kind of understand that there are multiple technologies come into work when, if we are looking into HR functions. So there are these functions that are there, the 7 functions. So we have recruitment, performance management, learning and development, succession planning, rewards or compensation benefits or comp and ben, and the HR information systems. Now, out of these, 6 are the ones which generate data actively, and all this data is captured within the information system. Now, for an organization, what really happens is sometimes the HRIS looks into reporting, and sometimes for mature organizations, you have specific center of excellence developed for reporting and analytics. So we can look into each facet that is there in terms of recruiting or the function of learning and development, performance management, succession, rewards, and everything as data construction or data collection points. And then they, in a life cycle, keep collecting data. And based on that, we do studies in terms of what KPIs can be generated, how can it be done. And there is no specific domain or no specific technology that is used. You can start with basic for Microsoft Excel right down to using R and Python. And that basically is a decision that an organization has to make, is how deeply they want to get invested with the data. Now, when I talk about a mature HR model, what generally happens, and this when I'm speaking in this term of in terms of this model, the operational HR, HR analytics, and strategic HR, mature HR models are used in companies like Procter and Gamble. You have GE Aviation, GE Sustainable Energy, then Johnson and Johnson's, Philips, and Medtronic. So these are some companies which utilize this model, which have very strong people analytics or HR analytic teams, which in a very cyclic